Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I'm drinking something without a name. It was a concoction I was trying. It's not bad, but it's not real good. I'm going to drink it, but I don't think I'll drink it again. Before we get started on the reaction, just wanted to give a huge shout out to Pau, who last night won the 2023 Rock Drummer of the Year at the Drumeo Awards, and so that's a huge accomplishment. She was up against some pretty big competition, and she was probably the smallest one, but she was the biggest drummer. So good on her. And on to the reaction. So, Sinister Smiles today. This is the next song on our journey of the Queen of the Murder Scene. This is the kickoff of Chapter 3. We've had a lot of descent into madness, so there was initially kind of the interest, the obsession, the murder, the fracturing of the personality. I've been waiting for the personalities to kind of split enough that we get the back and forth with Pau and Danny, and everybody's kind of said that's coming, that's coming. So I'm hoping it's going to be this one. We will see. You guys know already, and it's about time I find out as well. So let's do it.
Nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but before I could start, Sinister Smiles shut me up, and they opened up their mouths to say, breathe, breathe, just break apart. Breathe, breathe, just break apart.
I'm going to go back a little bit. First off, I really dig what looks to be blood splatters. I mean, if they were black, they would kind of be like a Rorschach test or something. But I'm guessing those are some kind of blood splatters, metaphorical or whatever. I'm not sure, the fracturing. I am finally, it looks like, getting the back and forth I was looking for. At first, I actually thought Pau was singing, and then I realized she was just mouthing along. Some people pointed out that she does that sometimes. And so... But the line, "Hey little girl," made me realize it was probably the queen talking to the little girl, and then the little girl is responding. So the queen says, "You've got nothing left." She says, "I'd walk away if I could." But Sinister Smiles, which I'm thinking is kind of her term for the queen side of her personality. It's almost becoming like a Jekyll and Hyde type of thing. And the strum beat that when she comes in is pretty awesome. And the guitar part, it's simple, right? She's just kind of doing some simple slides, but there's some sort of a reverb or an echo or something that just gives it a very full sound. It's pretty cool.
Have nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but before I could start, Sinister Smiles shut me up, and they opened up their mouths to say, breathe, breathe, just break apart. Breathe, breathe, just break apart. Hey little girl, do you feel satisfied? Have you quenched the hunger that was still dormant inside? Just when I say I won't let you get hurt, but if I am
This is always, and maybe there's some truth to it, but whenever you see these people that are dealing with split personalities of this kind of nature, and I say, whenever you see, like I'm some sort of an expert, right? I see it all on TV, and, who knows how real that stuff is. Presumably some of it's based in reality. But there's oftentimes associated with like a protection mechanism. You've got somebody who's kind of like let's say, a weaker personality, and then you've got this dark side of them that views itself as the protector of the weaker person. And I wonder in this case if this is not something that the darker side really is thinking, or if it's more of just a way to try and convince the girl that she should be able to take over again, right? I don't think there's really a protection mechanism. From what I can tell, there was no aggression towards her from this love interest that I could tell. So there was really nothing to protect against in that way. So I think it's just like a way to try and convince her. Can't think of the right word.
Quench the hunger that was still dormant inside. Trust when I say I won't let you get hurt. But if I am to burn, then you will never get to walk away from all the horrors and the pain that moves us forward. You have just found out what it is like to live a life. Don't hesitate.
I'm just going to go back. It sounds like they're getting into some kind of a chorus there. This is going back, I think, to something that was in the last song and maybe even the song before, this whole concept of if you let me take over, then you don't have to worry about all of this darkness and the pain and all the bad ramifications of what's happened, right? And I think she's still trying to do that, right? So if I'm going to burn, then you're never going to get to walk away from all the horrors. Interesting. Okay. You got to call out this graphic, right? That's fantastic.
You'll never admit you will want to be a pawn. An innocent sinner at first to say I'm a ball. I'm not a fool. There's nothing left for me. Do what they say, or else there will be hell to pay the price and grab the dagger, cut through skin and save the water. And for what it's worth, you'll never live until you die.
So they're singing this part together. And I don't think this is kind of, like Paulina just joining in for fun. It seems like it's supposed to be that way. And they're singing the same lyrics to each other. And this whole part about you'll never live until you die. It almost sounds like it's the girl fighting back against the queen, if I'm getting that part right. She hasn't been doing a very good job so far, if that's what she's trying to do now. Might be too little too late. Or maybe I'm just looking into things. So my hands, your blood. I think they've said that a few times in the chorus. And this is, I think, the queen singing. So she's kind of, I think the hands are representing the control of the body, whereas the blood is really kind of the ownership of the body, I would say. Still trying to speak to the duality of their personality, but it's interesting that they're doing it in a physical way, right? that's Ellie who's singing the Break Break Apart, huh? I didn't realize that until Danny walked away from her mic. I guess Paul was also. Sorry, I want to hear that again. I kind of missed that guitar solo. I want to hear it again. If you'll allow me to indulge myself, I'm going to listen to that last part one more time. Maybe back a little bit. There was so much going on in this part. I think maybe it started right around here. You've got, kind of this pretty fat bass line going on. You've got this awesome kind of drum rhythm going. You've got the break apart stuff singing. You've got Danny, who's, once again, I don't know how she does it, but this singing a melody, and really intensely, right? But also playing a completely different guitar melody at the same time. And then combine that with the graphics in the back. And I'm pretty sure at this point, with all the break apart stuff, they've got the crowd probably all going crazy, and it just all seems like this is like a huge moment. If I were in the concert, like this would be, I'm feeling like kind of just an epic moment. I went back a little too far, but I think you'd be okay. And then this. I think my only complaint there is I wish the solo had gone on a little bit longer at the end. That sounded like it was really revving up to be like a nice long rockin' outro solo, and then it just cut off super quick. It's always good if they leave you wanting more, right? Wow, I really like that song. It did, I feel like, give me what I was looking for in terms of the back and forth, that kind of fracturing where it's now two personalities that are speaking together. I mean, people have said in the last song in the comments that the fracturing probably happened. It was just the Queen was singing at the girl and she wasn't responding. So maybe that, like I said, maybe the fracturing happened. Maybe it was not quite complete. I don't know. Up for interpretation, I guess. But at this point, they've separated enough where they're now talking to each other. There were some mentions of, physical differences between the two, the hands versus the blood kind of thing. And it still sounds like it's the Queen trying to convince the girl to let her take over. I'll protect you, all of this kind of stuff. Although it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to protect her from. Now, who knows? Maybe there's supposed to be stuff going on outside of what we've seen. That's, she's leading a bad life or something, and the Queen's already kind of been in the background as a protector. Who knows? Maybe the girls have talked about this in some of those vlogs that I'll end up watching after this. But, like I said, it sounded to me like there may have been some resistance from the girl, which I guess makes a little bit of sense because it's not like this is the last song of the album. There's still a few more to go. And if she had fully given up, then I don't know that there would be that much more music to write. So anyway, so the next song, and I did look it up. It's one I've done already, right? It's the Dull Knives Cut Better, which I think I did at Teatro, and I didn't realize that it was one of the songs from Queen of the Murder Scene when I did it. And it probably, I'm guessing I liked it, but I didn't get it. So hopefully this time I'll actually get what the heck they're talking about. So anyway, I guess that's it for this one. I didn't think I was going to get a reaction in today, but I'm able to sneak one in. The rest of the weekend is going to be pretty tough. But in any case, I hope everybody has a good weekend. Congratulations again to Pau for her award, and I thank you everybody for joining me today, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. And that's about it. Take care.